What's up, jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today, we are hopping into Doctor Who, episode number 0 of season number 4, Voyage of the Damned. Of course, last episode, we had the Titanic barge in, and this is the Christmas episode, which, you know, it happens. We had one last season with the Runaway Bride. Was that the first one? I think that might be the first one that we've had of the Christmas episodes. I don't remember the Christmas episode in between, or not the Christmas, the Christmas episode in between season 1 and 2. Actually, no, I do remember that. Was that that was the one with the crazy Christmas trees? Never mind. Yeah, so we do this. We have this one, but we have no companion this time. We're going to be introduced to a new one, I'm assuming, because Martha stood behind. I found it very interesting what you guys thought of the season finale. I thought it was okay. Not as great or anything. I thought it was okay. I think I might have given it like a 7, I believe. I can't remember right now. And also make sure that you guys that are watching, you strap in, because over on Patreon, this is going to be over an hour long episode, because it's an hour and 11 minutes, 12 minutes essentially. So you know, strap in over there. You're gonna hang out with me for an hour and 12 minutes. But yeah, so Martha, I liked Martha fine. I think I liked her. I thought she had some really good moments, showed a lot of bravery. I thought in the season finale, I was kind of like, okay, she showed way too much bravery, randomly became like the soldier, whatever. But I liked her. I think some of you guys did not like Martha, and you guys were kind of very lukewarm on Martha for most of the season. Some of you guys really liked her. I think it's because we got so much stuff with Rose. Essentially, we got like 25 episodes of Rose and getting to know. And Rose from the beginning wasn't like obsessed with the Doctor in a romantic sense, more in the I want to explore the world and get away sense. And I think that they made a mistake by making Martha, at least for me, be in love with the Doctor after like not really getting to know the Doctor. Like, she was in love with the Doctor almost right out the gate. And like not like, oh, I have a crush on the Doctor. It was like she was like in love with the Doctor. And they kind of, every couple episodes, she would like do, it would like do something and they would bring that up. She would show jealousy. And we didn't get jealous Rose until, I don't know, season 2 maybe? I don't know. But yeah, so I thought Martha was fine. She's gone, apparently. She's, you know, we're gonna get a new companion. I'm assuming we're getting a new companion. That seemed like her farewell. And yeah, so we're gonna be getting a new companion. We're going on the Titanic. We won't get a companion this episode, or a companion that stays with us. I'm assuming it's gonna be like Runaway Bride. We get to introduce to some people for the story, and then once the show actually starts, we get our actual companion. So yeah, we're just gonna hop right in there, have a good time. Over on Patreon, I asked them if they wanted me to do a season of Torchwood, then come back to the Doctor. They said no, just keep doing the Doctor, and I'll get the Torchwood when I get the Torchwood. They said that they don't really, there's not a lot of correlation back and forth too often, so won't be like I'm missing too much. Jack is gone. I thought that reveal for Jack was awesome last at the season finale. And yeah, that's where we're at. So we're just gonna hop in here, have a good time, of course. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Patreon if you want the full uncut and edited reactions. Of course, episodes will be extra early over there if you want them. I have several episodes. I mean, I don't know what episode I just put up on YouTube when I'm recording this, but gotta be like 10 episodes ahead over there. You like what I do? You want to show some support? Head over there. Get about 10 episodes. I mean, for especially $5. Check it out. See what you think. So yeah, we're gonna hop in, have a good time. Pretty much like, comment, subscribe. Here we go. Wait, the robot? What alternate dimension is this? Okay, so we're not going back in time here. This isn't like the Titanic. This is like a different Titanic.
Right.
We're in space, right?
The Titanic is now in orbit above Sol 3.
Software problem, that's all. Leave it there, sir.
I don't feel like there's a person actually under there. Like,
Another one done. What's going on with these things?
like they're not just robots. They're
Chip thing. I was just rebuilding her. Left the defenses down. Bumped into the Titanic. Here I am.
That's us.
what is that? Where are you?
Might as well be.
He's
We're going to Earth. Keep people for Christmas dinner. Like savages.
Yeah, you're way off, buddy.
Sorry, but where did you get all this from?
Well, I have a first-class degree in economics. Now stand by.
Red 6-7.
Or stockings, or the
This is
local
weird.
delicacy,
Why is there?
which is known as beef. But don't stray too far; it could be dangerous.
God knows what. So everybody's scarpered. Going to the
That
country.
actually makes sense.
All except me and Her Majesty.
That makes a lot of sense.
Queen has confirmed that she'll be staying in Buckingham.
He's like, what the hell?
Still,
Aliens or some shit coming after us.
As you were, midshipman.
You're bad.
Sir?
Shields offline. We're about to get hit. Oh, this is not good.
I said step away, midshipman.
Gonna- What the hell, bro? I was gonna say he was going to.
Storm heading for the ship and the shields are down. Listen to me. This is an emergency. Get to the light.
I'm sorry, sir. It's my duty.
Oh no, man! Damn it!
Look out the windows.
My man yelled out, "Look out the windows!" and only one dude's gonna do it. Oh, hey, smart little alien man.
Has anyone checked the external shielding?
Information. You are all going to die.
What? Holy shit! What is happening? What the fuck? Who the fuck? What is this guy doing? Why is he? Hey, you're not dead. Cool. Now, somehow managed to. He's gonna try to save everybody instead of killing old man, which is what I would have done. Son of a bitch! Dude, it's coming at you. Oh, well, they think their shields are up. So if the shields are up, it's just gonna stop, right? This episode's a lot more entertaining than the Runaway Ride episode. I mean, for me at least. Oh shit, it's getting. Oh my god. Oh, poor lady. Oh shit. It's kind of like we're doing like Poseidon, the movie, but like, you know.
The situation.
Oh man, I was panicking as fuck. Bye. How did oh, that's so cool. How did the doctor know that wouldn't be there?
Morgan, Mr. Copper. Hold on.
Man was trying to save his own ass. Like, not save his own ass, but save the ship's own ass, I guess. The
I
brand.
think it was an accident.
Stop it right now!
Deck 22 to the bridge.
Ouch.
Deck 22 to the bridge. Is there anyone there?
Hey, you didn't die, bro. I'm the doctor.
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Casterbarus. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below.
This whole thing could come crashing down any minute.
Oh, Rickson, I forgot. Did you get that message?
No. What message?
Shut up!
Made it. That's 5,000 credits. I might as well have paid for the tickets.
Oh, what the actual hell?
I've been hiding the phone bill for months now.
Let it go, old man. Let it go, old man. Right on his head. Bam. Good job, old man. Man, he was strong. Yo, fuck this rich fuck, yo.
Morphine, look. Food.
Oh.
Great, someone's happy.
Don't have any then.
So you look good for 903.
You should see me in the morning.
Okay.
Doctor, must be well past.
The old man's dying. The bad dude is dying. Those are guarantees, man. If it's like other action movies like Poseidon, you know, or any other action movie where we're like a group of survivors.
Oh, that's it. Rixton's right. Me and Foon should.
What the heck?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's the way he dies? What the actual fuck?
Those things I've got to say.
Take it
Well,
slowly!
I was wrong here. I thought this guy would be the one who dies. Turns out it was the other one. Ain't that some shit? They killed the black guy. A sweet old, a sweet.
Okay. Step at a
Man.
time. Come on, you and me. Keep going.
Too many people. He wasn't getting anything. He's being real. It's too many people on the goddamn beam right now. What did you just do? Did you just use all your energy though? Holy crap. Look at my man, bye. Oh my God, she's gonna kill herself. You could have just shoved him. There was literally no need to kill yourself. What the actual hell? You could have just shoved him off. That wasn't a good death for her or the other guy. Both their deaths sucked. They weren't even impactful. I don't know if I want another person that's like in love with the doctor though.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool. If we're gonna have her as a companion, that's pretty cool. I don't know, I just don't want her to be like infatuated with the doctor again. I don't want another. I want somebody that's more infatuated with travel. But we should probably move because we have 60 seconds. No, no celebration. We have to go.
Brilliant.
Let's go.
Take me to your leader. Oh.
Why would that thing not take? Yeah, that thing must have took out the EMP too. I mean, the EMP must take out the computers too, right? Oh wait, we can teleport to Earth. Holy shit. That makes sense.
It's time we did something to help him.
We're gonna shut down the power from the. Man. Who is this? Is it gonna be like a big reveal of somebody we've already seen? Probably be the Max guy.
That is what you call a fixer-upper. Kill him!
Mr. Capricorn!
I resign.
Well, this didn't go according to plan. Okay, jump off. Okay, jump off. Jump off. Man, the people really did some dumb shit in this thing, man. When they died? What the hell, man? She didn't have to die. Literally, could have done things. What the hell? The two people I thought were guaranteed to die ended up living. I thought those two were guaranteed dead.
I'm falling.
Coming halfway there. Come on!
Look at that.
Keep falling.
Doctor, let her go.
What was the point of even introducing that then?
Now you can travel forever.
We should have introduced that. What was there earlier, so it could have put that into our minds, so that we would have assumed that she could live. Instead, we didn't. We introduced it right at the end for a brief second. We think we can. I don't know. I felt like it wasn't good to like introduce. Oh, we saved her. I thought it would have been better to introduce that earlier. Then we did it, and then we didn't save her. It was good. It was well done. It was a great moment, but could have had a more emotional punch if they would have introduced that rescue shit earlier.
Where are you going? Well, I've no idea.
No,
Neither do I.
me neither.
All right. Well, that was episode number 0. I'm a bit torn on this episode, though, to be honest with you guys, man. Like, I was leaning towards a really high score because, like, I was like really into the episode, but then characters started to die randomly. 2 of them died to dumb shit, like dumb choices. The villain's reasoning for it all kind of sucked. The fact that the bad guy or the dick guy, he ended up living, I don't hate it. It's an interesting choice. Makes you angry because now he's even richer than he was before, so he's a bigger douche. I don't hate that because I like what the copper guy said about you can't pick who lives or dies. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. The villain really did suck. I thought that the first the 50 minutes, 45 minutes or so were like really, really good. Like really good to me. And I feel like the last 20 were just kind of, I don't know, a letdown. So it's like a great movie with a shitty ending. I don't know. I'm gonna give it an 8 though. I'm gonna give it an 8. I really liked the beginning. I just thought it was a lot of fun, cool action, cool. We were in a cool like world, or whatever you want to call. I thought it was cool. I thought that the captain being back, it was a lot of really, really good shit. And then the ending, it did not land for me. I'm very curious to see how it landed with all of you guys. But for me, it just did not land. But we're already on an hour and 19 minutes, so let's try to get through this in the next 10 minutes. All right, so we'll kind of try to get this really quick. All right, so we start off. We're on the Titanic. I thought we were going back in time to an old Titanic. Turns out no, it's a different Titanic that was made in like future, and it's a spacecraft. Really, really cool. We meet the captain. We meet the midship frame guy. We see these angel things. So this Christmas episode did not involve the Santas and the killer trees. We meet these little angel things. They've been malfunctioning. We meet essentially what's her name? Astrid Peff, aka Kylie Minogue. I don't know how you say her name, but the singer lady. And they make her character really, really. They introduce her in a really, really nice way. She's a waitress or a maid, or what you want to call it. She's cool. We get introduced to these two people. I don't like when shows or movies do stuff like this where, I don't know, it's just like a cheap joke, cheap laugh. They're fat, they like food. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I never find that funny. It's not, unless, I don't know, you have to like really do it smart. And this was like, ooh, food, and they were just, whatever. I did like that they won their tickets, and it's a whole thing, and we'll get to later about what happens to them and the whole reveal with them. So yeah, this Copper guy, right? His name Copper. He's telling us about Earth, and his version of Earth is way off. We get to Earth, and right there, I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna be happening? What evil shit's happening on Earth? Turns out, no, people are hiding because every last 2 years, Christmas has sucked. For killer trees, alien, killer stars. I mean, it's just been bad. People are choosing to stay inside. Nice callback, nice little story. The Astrid girl, I thought she was a really cool character. I liked her. She was super grateful for everything with the doctor. So I will say this about her dying or her not coming along. Because when the doctor mentioned it later about her coming along, or whatever, or she mentioned it, I was like, okay, that's cool. But I wasn't 100% on board just because of the fact that I didn't want another person that was like super in love with the doctor. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because we just had Martha, and that was the whole Martha's thing. And unless the doctor was going to be back in love with her, if that was going to be a thing, then maybe. But if not, then I don't want that. I don't want her just being in love. So yeah, we got this Max guy. Shields are offline. The doctor kind of sees it. Captain pulls a gun on the second guy in command up there. Turns out he's trying to take out the ship. Doctor's trying to warn people. Because the shields are down, the homeboy gets shot. Some people go along with him, and it's kind of like Final Destination or any kind of disaster movie where somebody knows what's gonna happen and they try to protect. And I thought it was done pretty well. I liked it. All right, we get hit. I thought this execution was done well. When we get hit, everything goes to hell. The one dude opens the door, dies. The doctor sees his ship. We got this Bana Kafalada guy. And he is, we find out later, he's a cyborg. Cool little alien man. Cool little story with him about why he's pretending to be an alien and not a robot, cyborg. The doctor can't get to his telephone box. We see that the robot shits are killing people. Do they have names, actually? The hosts. Let's see. We close off the door. We talk to him. We don't know what's happening. All right, and we're going to move up, try to get to the upper deck. Yeah, so we're here. The jackass. What's the jackass name? What's his name? Rickson guy, Slade. Cool name, Rickson Slade. He's an asshole. We find out that the two people that wear this purple, what were their names again? We're an F, right? Phone and Morven. They have a shop where they rebuild cyborgs or robots or whatever, and they can fix this. There's a fat joke that happens. Then we get introduced to like the alien dude, Banner, Faf, whatever, Lata guy. He's an alien. There's a nice little moment with her talking about buying me a drink, all this stuff. Great stuff. We get this moment here, which I thought was executed really well. These people are waiting for the help. The rescue team comes, and it is death for them because it's the alien or the host. He figures out it's the host. We close the door. We tell the doctor that it's the host. He tries to save them, or they turn it on, but it's too late. He's trying to kill them. The doctor's random. This is when he's writing out random numbers about what. No, not yet. He asked, where is. Well, what does he ask? I don't remember what he asked here.
Origin of your command structure.
I can't hold it.
Information. Deck 31.
Deck 31. So he figures out where the thing is. Nice moment here. He explains about his whole backstory, that he's not who he says he was. Interesting stuff with him. We then have to cross. We're crossing. Yeah, like this is the dude dies by leaning. Like I don't even like the thing caved, and he just. I don't know. That's a shitty death, man. That's a very shitty death. And she's all broken up about it. That's a shitty death, but not that's a shitty way to die. It's realistic, I guess. Just leaned over and it fell, but like the worst deaths were the Astrid and then Foon. Their deaths sucked. His death just sucked for him as a character because you're like, oh man, that sucks. They died like that. The other two people died for being idiots, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. She's heartbroken. This dumbass is being a dick. They really made me think he was gonna die. I was like, oh, he's gone. He's gonna die. There's no way. Then they stop breaking the thing. The angels come from the sky. They can fly. We're doing this cool little thing of fighting. What's his name again? Bana Kafa Lata guy uses an EMP to take out the aliens or the hosts. We pull out the thing out of him. We're gonna use that to take out the EMPs. Then one of the hosts that we took out gets back up, and she tied him. She could have just shoved him over. Instead, she chooses to jump because she doesn't want to live, and then she dies. We then have a thing here about her going along, and I was like, all right, she's the companion for the season. Sweet. And then I mentioned in the reaction, I'm like, I don't really love that she's in love with the doctor, but it is what it is. We then have this little thing about kissing, we have a tradition, cool little moment. The doctor, this part was cool when he's like, question, and he's like, oh shit, I only have one left. And he explains why they shouldn't kill him because he's not a passenger, he's not staff, he's a stowaway. And you have to bring him to the captain or whoever's in charge. Cool shit. Cool EMP stuff here with this. We make it to the here. She decides to go try to save the doctor with the bracelet. And then we meet Max. And this is to me, so at this point, right about here, is when I was kind of like, okay, take a turn in love. It being him is predictable. It wasn't great. We already had the Foon girl die in what I thought was a dumb way. For her character and just as a writer, like being a writer, you just like, why would you write that? Or as a director, or whatever. Cool little, I guess. And then we get to the reasoning behind it all. It's some financial thing. He wants to ruin his ex-company because they wrote him out because he's a cyborg. And we barely scratched the surface on cyborgs all not being treated equally. And yeah, no. It just wasn't good. Honestly, who was this actor? George, I don't know. It just wasn't great, man. Honestly, Little banter here. The doctor makes a couple jokes. We have this thing about her, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then slow motion here. It's not working. So what I was saying is she lifts him up and then goes in. She could have just literally jumped out. Literally put the thing on the thing, and right when it's going off, jump out. She then decides to roll the thing all the way off because the weight of it being picked up is gonna lift it over. It's gonna fall. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just chose to drive. And I don't truly know why. She said this whole speech about we're gonna save the doctor, it's time we do something for him. She didn't earn that line. Because the doctor, they barely knew the doctor, and he saved them, but like, I don't know. I just was really let down by this. And these two guys are like surviving up here. There's this weird I didn't love this either. This was weird. Slow motion explosions, then the angels thing. This was all weird. Even when he gets to where he's going was weird. This whole thing was weird. The explanation was cool. They just go to the next leader, whatever. We then have this thing about coming here. We do this thing about the Queen of England. And then I truly didn't understand how this ship was going to destroy the entire human race, unless it was what I said about the fact that essentially it would break the atmosphere or something. Is that what it was? I don't know. Then we have the doctor realizes, oh my God, she had a bracelet on. Okay, cool. We can bring her back. Like I said in the reaction, what we should have done is put that little thing earlier in the episode when he was explaining where we were going and all that. Explain it there, so if we're watching this moment when she goes over, we're like, oh shit, she has a bracelet. You could have even done when she's going over, she shows the doctor the bracelet. You know what I mean? Like, you can bring like that she did it, like she didn't try to kill herself. You know what I mean? Like, she knew that she could be brought back. That could have been explained earlier and made that scene way better. Instead, it's like she killed herself in what I feel is a dumb way. And then we do this thing where the doctor, oh my God, we could bring her back. But then it does nothing. We can't bring her back. And that's it. If literally this scene could have played out the exact same way, if by adding 2 other scenes that would have made that scene way more impactful. If we knew about the bracelet thing early, which I don't think we did, because I don't recall that, because I feel like the doctor just figured it out. We could have brung that up when we first went to Earth. And then when she's falling, she points at her bracelet or shows the bracelet or something so the doctor knows. Or maybe even she doesn't point at it, but when she's going over, the doctor sees the bracelet and we as the audience see the bracelet, and they make sure to show the bracelet. So we, in that moment, don't be like, oh my God, she killed herself. We'd be like, oh wait, we could bring her back. And then when we can't bring her back, bam, impact, sad. This moment would have been way better. And I fully believe that that's something that would have worked and made me actually really get really sad, because it's like you brought it up, then it doesn't do anything, and then we can't say, like, it just, I don't know. That's just me. You guys know me. I just give you my raw emotions. So yeah, then we got dipshit here. I actually don't mind this moment where he's an asshole, he's rich, and it was kind of like this thing we thought was gonna die. This guy was expecting, he's like, well, I'm going to jail. It is what it is. He's a poor old man, has no money, has no anything. He takes him to Earth. Nice snow, but it's not actually snow, they say. He talks about, what do I do? The currency, it's $1 million, okay. He's a millionaire. I thought the doctor was gonna be like, you have unlimited funds. And yeah, and then that's the episode. Oh yeah, and then it was a cool moment when the girl goes to the stars and he lets her be like literally, this moment was awesome. It was so good. But it just had no impact for me. And it could have had impact by adding 2 scenes. Literally 2 scenes would have made that moment amazing. Well, it is what it is. I still like the episode. I'm giving it an 8. Even though I was let down by a few things and a few choices that were made, I'm still giving it an 8. It's still a fun episode. Very much enjoyed it. I like it way more than The Runaway Bride. So that's where we're at. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, head over to Patreon. Full, uncut, unedited reaction episodes extra early over there. If you want them, if you don't want them, that's cool. Episodes here whenever they show up. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys